We start off with Yuji outside running, looking completely normal. Definitely not missing anything important. He probably don't want to see what Mahito finna do anyway. But then he stops to look down and bruh, what they got going on in Shibuya? Hold on, wait.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
I swear that man Gege just be drawing anything because bro.
What is that?
They even got a One Piece cameo too, cause I see Ace right there in the corner. And hey, is that Gojo? Anyway, bro, it's so crazy that this man Yuji has no idea what to do with himself. Cause I promise, he is not finna be able to punch his way out of this one. Nope. So get ready to meet up with Junpei, buddy. But that's until we see that nigga Inumaki down here posted up looking clean. That's my dog for real, bro. He also is a better man than me.
I want you jump rope and butt booty naked right in my...
But we don't got time to get into all that right now. Because he drops his iconic bar and Yuji parkours up out of there before we see him running through the subway like he's surfing. Before jumping down the escalator and just looking at the ground make my knees hurt. I know Embiid and Kawhi probably watching this curled up in a ball somewhere right now. But why are they making it look like bro finna jump into heaven when we know damn well that ship sailed a minute ago? Have fun down there with your granddad, buddy, and make sure you take some water. I heard it's hot down there. But then he looks up and sees none other than Choso himself looking as sick as ever. Like he just found out you gotta be sick to find goth girls attractive. But it don't even matter, cause just look at how my goat locks in. He been praying for this moment since he got here. I'm talking about fiending for the fade. As Yuji in the air looking shook and bro already loading up too. And this is when we see Yuji's second mistake. Cause when have y'all ever, and I mean ever, seen this block working in anime? Now I know you might be saying, well, what else was he supposed to do? And that's why this is his second mistake. Because who in their right mind is just jumping down escalators knowing there's more predators running around than at a Minecraft YouTuber meet and greet? So of course, Choso blasts his attack and it goes directly into Yuji's arm. And I don't even gotta say nothing, just look at his face.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
But he just throws it off of him as it starts slicing the damn planet and clean too. Bro need to stop hanging with Kenjaku and go to a barber shop. It's too many of these out here roaming the streets right now. We need to be protected. Bro is out here wasting a gift. But then we see bro load another clip and this man Yuji still not even touching the ground yet. This is the one time having Michael Jordan level hang time is not a good thing. It is not looking good for bro. As then he blasts it off and Yuji slide to the left and starts to dip. We even get a first person angle of Choso doing his best Klay Thompson impression. Like bro, how do you miss that? This might actually be disrespectful to Klay. And that's saying something. So because Choso got that Shisui vision, somehow this man Yuji's able to run up on him and get a nice X-ray punch in. Got Choso scribbling on the roof like he in pre-K. Before Yuji looks down and sees that his arm is leaking like it's that time of the month. And it ain't nothing he can do about it either. Because right now, the bagless allegations are true. No RCT, no domain, no sorcery, just straight hands and vibes. Bro is just a Chris Brown who respects women. So then Choso starts interrogating Yuji about his brothers that got pegged up at the end of season 1. Which while we here fueled the potential man takes to an all-time high. Doing irreversible damage to the JJK community. But then after hearing how they were crying like some bitch before getting pegged up, Choso spazzes. Shooting out about damn every drop of blood he got, covering half the screen. Had me getting lightheaded just looking at it. He got his cells in there slaving like some MAPPA employees. Before he started loading up a Zero as Yuji looks around in complete disbelief. Cause nope, can't punch your way out of this one either, buddy. Until he rushes at Choso, turning into Nick Bosa going after a black quarterback, stopping him from loading it up and tackling him onto the ground, knocking away the blood and splattering it everywhere like he was a Black Widow. Before Yuji goes for a punch that gets weave, letting Choso kick him off of him. And once again, that man is in shock. That's 2 punches now that's totaled up to maybe 5 damage. He know he running out of options. Plus, his inventory empty as hell right now. Bro just been running around enjoying the view, not getting no loot. Until he looks up to see blood forming a hella rise to come beam it down, trying to turn him into SpongeBob. but he's able to just roll out of there as Choso just throws a blob of his secret sauce covering Yuji and making him camouflage with the map. I wish this sick ass would do this to me, trying to turn me into Itachi and making it look like I just finished doing one of the most heinous acts known to non-Diddy affiliated men of all time. But then Choso starts taking all of it back, doing the completely unexpected and hitting Yuji with this friendly ass uppercut. It ain't even feel like bro tried for real. I would have been cocking that bit back like I was Luffy. But then you look at my dog face and he really looked locked in. So maybe bro just been on that SpongeBob workout plan. And that's understandable because not everybody can look like me. But then he tries to follow it up with the sweep into a palm to the face combo. Shout out Naruto. They don't do nothing but spray bodily fluids onto the wall like some graffiti. Just for him to grab Yuji's hand and pull him into whatever the freak this junk is and trying to cave my guy chest in like Sasuke and sends him sliding back as he looks up to see Choso loading up yet again. And you can see in Yuji's eyes that man is scared for his life. I know his granddad probably already got a spot saved for him. And since he knows he is not fast enough to dodge this jump, bro just jumps into the air with this majestic ass lighting. Once again, acting like bro even finna sniff the pearly gates. And then as soon as them boneless Tims touch the ground, Choso fires that bit off. And he went directly for the cranium, which is a new move. Cause Yuji just tucks his neck in like a turtle and dips under it. And now once again, my guy is off to the races, looking like me whenever Yuki pull up. And somehow this blind ass Choso still can't hit him. This man Yuji going straight at him in a singular parallel line and is still able to dodge. Before popping up right beside him with another right ready, and Choso looking mad as hell but still not stressing at all, thinking he nonchalant before saying supernova. And we see Yuji frozen before catching 3 crazy back shots. That man's hitting the early morning stretch. I know if I did this, my back would be sounding like Chicago on the 4th of July. Until Choso grabs a drop of blood, turns it into a knife, and stabs Yuji's foot like a dumbass. Well, he could have just ended bro right then and there. Or at least could have went and made bro half off like a Kung Lao fatality. And so now Yuji goes for a kick that gets blocked, then does some crazy shit, possibly freaky, showing off the flexibility and somehow getting another kick off on the other side. That has Choso's head turned 45 degrees too far to the left, like somebody calling his name, as it sends them both flying back before Yuji turns around and this man Choso already loaded up, and all we hear is a crash in the background as Yuji goes sliding into first base. Then we see Choso get some more ammo ready, and bruh, look! This nigga look tough as hell. This is not somebody you should want to squabble with. Unless you me. But anybody else, you're cooked. As he go back to Yuji and then randomly hear this man Mekamaru talking out of something that looked like a toy that came fresh out of a Happy Meal. But then as he's doxing Choso, we see a damn Destructo disc come flying in that Yuji dodges into the Spider-Man position. Bro thinks he's him. Until we find out that Mekamaru don't even know of any weaknesses Choso got. So bro really just wanted to be involved. Probably just wanted to give Yuji his last convo before he gets sent to the nether. He probably feel guilty as hell from how Mahito did him. And I don't even blame him, because fuck Mahito. But eventually, he says he does have an idea, giving me a little bit of hope for our bagless MC. Until he just tells Yuji to go to the bathroom, which is kinda making Yuji do the 2000s love song special, sliding down the wall, realizing he's talking to a robot Jiraiya. All while Choso camping ass still trying to snipe instead of pulling up to throw hands, like dog, come to the street. Until Yuji makes his dumbass face again before dodging this insane assassination attempt. Bro thinks he's Donald. But anyway, Yuji runs out of there and this man Choso start making shapes. Got this man circled like it's a YouTube thumbnail. Before he just start destroying the map, making some pieces to play Tetris with, meaning Yuji gotta resort to all reliable, running away. This like the 3rd time he done did it too. You really teetering on that fake demon line, gangy. But it leaves Choso no choice but to walk him down. They try to make bro look so menacing too, like he not a period merchant. But I'ma respect my goat. So then as he gets around the corner, we start hearing a bunch of glass shattering. I guess Mekamaru really couldn't control himself. Until we hear him start talking crazy, calling this man a coward, and then following it up with the ultimate disrespect, saying, just like your brothers. And Choso was not letting that slide. I would have put a data of everybody going down with me. But he goes charging in just to look and see water shooting everywhere like he walked in on an OF shoot while he's standing there hitting the Megami. Until we see the little walkie-talkie on the wall get sniped. And this man Yuji pop up behind Choso with a cursed energy punch getting a direct hit. Sending bro stumbling back and then hiding his face in pure shame. But then just as he starts getting confident, we go up to see his blood just dissolve out of nowhere. And now it's Yuji's turn to walk him down. Bro think he Nanami, but so now Choso look down at his hand like, damn,
This is all I got.
leading us into the standoff. Mr. No Bag and All Hands versus Mr. No Hands and All Bag. As Yuji rushes in, smacking the vent cover at Choso, as you see bro like 8 feet in the air hitting a Jordan logo. Like, dog, you ain't got no songs where you need to be doing all this. So Choso just grabs his leg and then blocks a kick, and since that didn't work, Yuji just sit here confused. And I don't blame him, cause if we being honest, what else do we got? So Choso hits him with a punch straight to the diaphragm, got his lungs in there twerking, and it sends him stumbling back as Choso presses him. Just for Yuji to put on a defensive clinic looking like a Hall of Fame fridge protector, caught blocking for no reason, until Choso comes back with a forearm sending Yuji to the dirty ass bathroom floor. I know it probably smelled like Orochimaru down there. Before he hits a clean dodge, jumping to the roof and coming down with a Superman punch that of course gets weaved. I would not be able to look at bro the same if he would have got that off. Would have had his face dented in like Sasuke. Every time I looked at him, I would have been in my mind thinking, bro, was this really you? But that's not even the most disrespectful thing, to be honest, because this man Choso palms Yuji's face like a basketball, but dog, what is that in his hand? I know he ain't just pick up some excrement off the ground and make bro eat it. Now that's when I had to really just, but instead Yuji just gets slammed spine first into the ground, finna have him folded up like this, as Choso try to hit him with the damn people's elbow. Like, damn, you know how mad you gotta be to try to hit somebody with an elbow drop? What lunatic even thinks about this in this situation? But luckily this is not WWE, so Yuji dodges, back handspringing his ass up out of there as Choso hawks him down. And since it's Yuji's favorite thing to do, he squares up. And then them boys start boxing with nobody landed nothing for real. Had me watching just like this. Until Choso catches him with the right, sending Yuji back again. And we get another defensive showcase where Yuji was out there moving. So Choso just like, man, freak this, and grabs bro by the hood, making Yuji pull out the forbidden 6-year-old technique and bites my dog's hand. Out here fighting with no shame out of pure desperation. I gotta respect it. So now he grabs Choso by his little scarf, pulling him into a mean headbutt. They done put this man into the avatar state. Oh my gosh, bro, what have you done? He already barely had brain cells anyway, bro, how dare you? As Choso comes back and misses a punch just to see Yuji behind him, who connects with a clean ass kick. Had that man next struggling like he just saw Cardi B walk by or something. As the camera started panning out and we see something bust in Choso's hand. Shout out TT. Just for us to see a hole straight through Yuji's liver. Do not let Ryan Garcia see this. We gotta keep those CTE victims away from any PTSD triggers. And it looked like it came out of Choso's elbow too, like that weird ass tape from MHA. Bro, it's the Denzel Valentine on Spider-Man's. But hey, he could have always been Windex Man. But anyway, now it's looking like bro finna pass out, so Choso wastes no time pressing him. But we all know Yuji Uzumaki was not finna let that stop him. So he just started charging up like nothing ever even happened, thinking he's Zoro. And then Choso hit this stiff ass square up before we see this man just got a whole tooth knocked out of his mouth. Finally giving the tooth fairy lame ass something to do. I ain't heard of bro in years. But think about it, with all the diseases Choso probably got, she do not want this shit. But you think that would get bro pissed. But he just uses this chance to load up some armament hockey, so hopefully now we don't gotta see no more than weak ass uppercuts. But then this man starts going Kaioken too, like bruh, god damn! How many powers do these need? They done summoned the whole anime Avengers for this one fight. Out here looking like some Ichigo variant crossbreeds. Sometimes you just gotta keep it in your pants. But Yuji being a dog do not care. He walks forward and squares up, never ducking a fade. And then we get this dramatic ass standoff before Yuji's hand starts tweaking like he nervous or something, itching the box. before weaving a quick ass punch as Choso dodges a kick because this man Yuji doing unnecessary ass backflips thinking he Duke Dennis, letting Choso go for a kick that gets backflip weaved again before he ducks under a boy, then weaves another one and blocks every other punch this man throws, out here moving like Wemby, making them both swing at the same time and clash, but Yuji blows Choso back, making him mad as hell. So then he decides to turn into a school threat and start shooting again, but still Yuji blocks it just to look over and see that nasty ass tooth flying beside him. Got him wondering, what does bro be eating? Before he ends up eating go right, sending him flying into the wall, and now he down there mad as hell. So he throws another vent cover before jumping over this man Choso thinking he Braun and doing more unnecessary gymnastics. Then dodging again as he weaves another sweep, making him fall on the ground, and man, this cannot end well. But somehow he's able to jump up and now he got the high ground like he was cranking 90s. And then goes for a stomp but gets caught and grabbed up, getting tossed to the ground. Then Choso makes another blood blade going for the fatality and Yuji's just barely able to stop it. I know Sukuna was in there excited as hell watching this, but Choso just standing there watching him struggle when if that was me, I'd be stomping the hell out of this man, hitting him with that one man JoJo's jumping. But instead, he just started using two hands and inches closer just for that jump to dissolve all over their face. Look like they spun back for round 2 on some spicy cat like they left the Chinese spot. Before he swings over, picking himself up, kicking the dog out of Choso. Then following it up, clashing punches again, but this time Choso lines up blasting Yuji, giving him that Kakashi treatment. Before we see him duck a crazy attack, about them hitting a split, thinking he Maki. As you see Choso with some fake Wolverine blades going for another attack that gets blocked just for it to bust all over Yuji again. I know on the inside he feeling crazy right now. I know if that was me, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be feeling all types of disrespected. But then he catches a kick that got his ass upside down on the wall making snow angels, but then falls doing a sexy ass dodge. Just for Choso freaky ass to put his finger in him and then slap my guy on some crazy kinky shit. Before getting his next punch caught and still slamming Yuji into the ground. Back first too. I know he could wake up in the morning looking just like this. But then Choso gives him this menacing look, making him dip up out of there and run into the stalls. Bro must have got a little bit too scared. Till we see him swing around the pole, kicking through the stall just for Choso to still catch him. But Yuji is not a regular. So Choso gets bounced off the wall and it's looking like he finna go face first somewhere he do not want to be. I know Noah watching this jealous as hell right now. But then he grabs Choso up in his legs and yeets him back first into another wall, looking like he got the soul knocked out of him before pressing bro. And once again, this man Choso squares up like nothing happened. You would not think a man that looks like this would have infinite durability. But then Yuji just puts his hand in his face like he's trying to guard stiff as he loads up a mean left hook connecting straight into his kidney. But this man Choso is still not phased as he loads up an elbow coming down right on Yuji's shoulder. Got my dog looking like that thick fish from SpongeBob before catching a diabolical punch to the diaphragm, blowing his back out, looking like he done finished bro. As Choso start flexing for no reason till we see his damn obliques start breaking like some glass, all while Yuji's laid out, slumped. That ass looking like he on the way to the nether as we speak before Choso starts walking him down. Then loading up the finishing move, not taking no chances before we see none other than Sukuna himself straight disappointed, but not giving 2 fucks. Till we see Choso actually ended up punching the wall instead, with Yuji activating that Hall of Fame plot armor badge, cause now all of a sudden bro's tweaking, having a whole panic attack. And then we see, hold on, is bro defeated? Yeah, y'all got it, bro.